you see like Erica Kirk has a violence in her eyes that can't be
replicated. Yeah.
Like,
that like weird glint.
Oh yeah.
Have you noticed that she's getting progressively happier?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
It's like such a wild thing because like at first everybody was like, oh, she seems happy, and I was like, well, that's like a product of like grieving. A lot of the time, like you'll show up,
feeling awkward,
feeling awkward and whatever. She is loving her life. She's like doing. She's like, I like this. She's like, whatever happened, I don't have to fuck that guy anymore. Everybody's listening to me.
She's like, the insurance payment
also racist.
Came through.
This is amazing.
When I first started really using Twitter, I don't know, like 2018, 19. There was something about like Tina Fey and how her shows are all racist. And I like had a thing where I was like, you guys, her shows aren't racist. They were looking at racism in an ironic way that sometimes now doesn't really translate well, blah, blah, blah. But put the blackface episodes back online. If we're going to get one thing in Trump's America, and if I'm going to have this in my last episode,
Thank you so much for including me on this episode. I feel so
Carly Ballerini.
Heard.
Let me introduce my guest, Carly Ballerini. Who wanted to be here while I say.
I was not informed.
I wanted you to be here because you're just my good friend. And what I wanted to say is this episode, I want to talk about our authentic love of TV for this year. I haven't done a best TV list because I don't want to be authentic and tell people what TV I really liked. We can't do that.
Okay.
That's what Tina Fey was telling us. And this show, I can't do it the way I want to do it when I got those kind of chains on me.
Oh, I do understand that. I kind of feel like, okay, I feel like both of those things are, I don't know, I feel like both of those things can be true, but like if you want, it's kind of like if you want to say everything, then you can't. But you could be like authentic and then cut the stuff out.
Okay, Carly, when have I ever not said everything?
Yeah, that's true. You say literally everything, which is like fine. That's great.
Yeah, like so with the Tina, like I was explaining, like supporting, being like her stuff isn't
right.
But then in the midst of that, I joke, I get sarcastic, I jest.
Yeah.
I'll pop a tweet off that isn't say in the timeline of the rest of them or with a thread. It's not so people will just see like the one that's sarcastic and they're like, wait, she's like saying like I don't even. It was funny to the people who got it and it went viral. It was something about like Tina Fey isn't race. I don't even remember the tweet anymore.
Sure, but like this happens to you every day.
Yeah,
so like how could you remember?
But then actually afterwards, her company, like her production company, they were like, "Hey, what do you got? Let's send something for us to read." Which I was like, "See, that's the way it should be." Mm-hmm. Someone who's like looking for people to challenge. I think she sees that and can respect it in people, but.
But also you were not saying that.
Yeah, I think they read and understood the context,
right.
Which, I think people appreciating it. But it's still just, it's expensive. It's dangerous.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is we want to be in a writer's room in like 3 months. So we gotta quit doing this still thing.
I mean, I think my team would be like, actually, that like 2 years ago.
Yeah,
would have been
a great time.
Would have been a great time, timeline-wise. But I'm going out with a bang. Today, we're getting into every TV opinion ever. All of them.
Great.
Awesome. I needed someone here I could trust. Someone I knew would be here to get into the nitty-gritty of 2025 TV with me.
That this is, and we're all looking for a job here.
Yeah.
It's not just you.
Yeah.
All right.
But, maybe those creators who value that authenticity, that they'll look at that and be like, wow.
Sure.
And if they don't, they'll be like, well, she stopped doing it. So, it's good.
They'll be like, listen, that's good. That means that we can make her do whatever we want. Yeah, kind of a thing.
And then I think someday Tina Fey will take over SNL and people will be allowed.
That already wait. Oh, no. Like as a Lorne Michael.
Yeah, it's like a Lorne Michaels. No, Tina will take over, and then people will be allowed to be mean in comedy again.
Wow, that would be cool.
And I mean like authentic mean, not like Trump current racist mean.
Right.
To clarify. Yeah.
Like actually like acerbic and like a little bit like but like in a way that everybody
enjoy.
Was like, oh, that's like fun. Yeah.
Actually, this is a great place to start with sort of my 2025 out there like man big TV opinions
Okay.
that may shock.
Okay. I love that you call them man opinions. That's correct. Yeah, that's like what
I didn't mean to say man. I think I meant to main.
I like man.
Yeah, big main, the big main. But you know what? Actually, I like man because big man opinions.
Big man opinions are okay when they're done by big men. But
I mean, are you familiar though with the Ice Spice song? SpongeBob, big man opinions, okay?
No. Never mind. Okay, great.
You don't want to know, but I had to introduce another adult friend of mine to SpongeBob Big Man Pants Okay, and I had to apologize after.
What is it?
There's a SpongeBob movie that's out. Ice Spice made a song for it, and like literally the chorus is just like SpongeBob Big Man Pants Okay, SpongeBob Big Man Pants. But it gets in your, and you cannot stop saying it.
Oh, okay.
And
I don't want to be introduced.
It's like
to
a thing. Yeah, no, yeah, and it's like a thing that now I'll say like someone will be like, "Cool, man, I'm like SpongeBob Big Man Pants Okay." So maybe I was like Big Man TV opinions okay.
That is a very like okay. I got it.
It gets in there.
Yeah, it gets.
Ice Spice.
Ice Spice.
Okay. So one of my early TV opinions this year, I got cable kind of. I got like YouTube with live TV.
Okay.
And yeah, basically cable.
Cool.
And did you know that IFC, the channel that at one point gave us Documentary Now and The Whitest Kids You Know and wonderful shows, now they basically are just the Portlandia channel. They play Portlandia 24 hours a day.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that where it went?
That's
all right.
Yeah, that's where I mean,
just like they bought it.
I can't say they're wrong because I sat there. I've watched all of Portlandia now probably 4 times all the way through because I just throw that channel on sometimes. I'm getting ready in the morning. I'm throwing it on. And it plays it all like kind of at the same point. So I know like, oh, Thursday around 9 o'clock, they're going to be on season 3.
Wow.
That's how regular they are. Just it's kind of like Comedy Central with The Office now.
I didn't know about this YouTube cable thing.
Yeah, YouTube or Hulu with live TV.
Okay,
yeah.
Cool.
But they're putting ads in it, so it's a way to make money off of people like me.
Sure, absolutely.
And so I'm watching Portlandia, and I'm like, so funny how they make fun of white people. And I started to think, like, I think Portlandia going off the air. That's when things started to just really go wrong with this country.
You think that was the...
I think white people needed some people being like, we're making fun of ourselves.
I agree with that. There's like been a lot of like... sometimes people are so sensitive that I'm like, what is going on? Like, it's wild. But yeah, I feel like there's not a lot of us being like, ha 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 ha.
By the end of it, people were talking about Portlandia the way people in Portlandia would joke about the show and being like, well, actually, it's like very not nice to the allergy community.
Right.
And it was like, okay, come on.
Yeah.
And rewatching, I'm like...
Comedy, like, isn't supposed to be... Okay, I have, like, 2 minds about this. I don't like the shock comedy where like saying like the R word just like to say it, like we're just kind of being senselessly mean comedy. That's like stupid. Or like obviously.
Yeah.
But if you're smart and you have like a good heart, comedy is supposed to be a little mean.
It's
you know
supposed
what I mean?
to be a little mean.
Get a little spice.
It has
you
to
can't,
have
like,
some spice.
You can't be doing this like. Otherwise, what are we doing?
What are we doing?
Yeah, like
what are we doing?
Yeah.
And it, and it's like there's me. We all know there's a punching down, punching up. We know, it's like, but like you got to be a little sassy with it.
I think people don't know. Like I think that
Actually, I every day am surprised by the things I find out people do not know.
Wild. Okay, so I took a.
I saw a tweet. This girl was like, "Did you know if you are at a hotel and your flight isn't until 3 and you have to check out at 11, that the hotel will keep your bag for you in a luggage room?"
I don't think I knew that. But
You
anyway,
know that?
that's a terrible example of what we were talking. Can I just? I'm so sorry, but that was like
never
not
heard
a
of
good.
luggage room?
That wasn't good. That has
Okay,
nothing to
you
do
know
with
what?
the thing
I'm
we were
gonna
talking
check
about.
my privilege on that one. That's
Yeah.
like when I was like, there are people who don't know what AM and PM mean, and my friends were like,
Okay,
what do
that's
you think?
insane.
Well, I thought, but people were like, what does it mean?
Okay,
Just 'cause you just
again,
lied.
that is not like the luggage thing. What are you?
How do you
going
not
on?
know about luggage rooms?
Because like I don't.
They're not a fancy hotel thing.
Listen, I used to be a bumpkin. The way that I grew up, I had like dirt on my face. Like it's not like we didn't.
I mean, I'm from Rockford, Illinois. I didn't grow up in the lap of luxury.
I literally told my brother that I was like having like a couple of flights like in a row, and he was like, "You like fly on an airplane?" And I go, "Yeah," and he goes, "Wow, you must be doing really good." Like I don't come from like
my
you know what I mean? Like,
my oldest brother's never been on a plane, and he's always like, "That's crazy," and I'm
crazy.
like,
"But see, he wouldn't know about luggage room. I bet
True.
you he doesn't know about luggage room."
Okay, true.
Yeah, and you're
but like
related to
I
that
would
guy.
expect a young person to know about luggage rooms.
Really?
There's usually.
I feel like luggage room sounds like an old person thing. Like a hat box, luggage room. Like, I don't know. It's not.
Yeah,
AM
you know
PM is regular shit. AM PM is like north south.
Okay, if you asked, I wish we had a child here to ask, because I feel like if I asked my little brother, he'd be like,
Children
"What is AM
are illiterate now. That's not
I'm
the
always
same.
just leaving my luggage places." Well, I guess he's like, he's
They
he's an
can't
adult.
read. So that's a huge
That's
problem.
true.
That's another reason that like white people can't figure out like the
levels of sarcasm and things
sarcasm
that are
doesn't
necessary
register.
for a show,
Right.
like Portlandia.
'Cause
See
you
how I
need-
brought it back around.
Yeah, great. Because now that
need
did
that,
it. You know what I
see?
mean? That was like on the track that we were going. The Portlandia thing though, like I agree in that like we aren't reading books and we're not like understanding the nuance of language, and I think that that's like a pretty rough go. It's
Yeah.
funny because like we can make like skibbity toilet like a thing, but
Oh
we
yeah,
can't
6,
like
7, and it's like these things that, and then you think there must be more to it, and there's not. There's never more to it.
No.
I think the future is everything just getting. I want to be so positive, and then I'm like, I think the future of television is like 3-minute episodes on TikTok
1000%.
that are funded by dating apps.
Have you heard the term hamburger, elevated hamburger?
I feel like I did in like a meeting.
This is insane. So can I define
Yeah, please.
elevated hamburger?
Please.
Elevated hamburger is like what a lot of places are looking for, and basically what it is it's television that is stupid enough for like people to
Look at their phones.
And be like it's easy to come back to, but it looks like a beautiful, like it looks like you're getting like
Beautiful gowns,
like a prestige TV, but it's just elevated hamburger,
Actors
which is
whose faces make you go,
oh
my
yeah,
goodness.
but then like the
I
storyline.
love the girl
Yes.
from. I love her.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, what was she? She's so great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And but then the storyline it has to be so simple, and like everyone has to be saying such obvious things throughout that like people can be like look up and still have like
and be like,
an idea of what's going on.
oh yeah, the husband did it.
I have like a very
Which there's so much of that has come out, and I have heard this term. It was something, actually, another TV opinion I tweeted about a while ago that made people mad, where I was like, that's what the industry is looking for now. Is
literally, like I heard that
beautiful, dumb stuff. They don't want complicated, and people on Twitter got very upset with me.
It's
as
like
they do.
But it is literal. Like,
But it is.
That's I heard that from an exec. Like, I heard that trickled down through. Like,
That's where I
hey,
heard
so
it,
we're
but-
looking for more elevated hamburger. Like, it has to be a little simpler. And it's like, okay, no problem.
So,
but
like, yeah, they truly understand that. I mean, old people, us. Yeah.
Let's go. Yeah.
We're great, but we're pretty much settled into our habits of what we watch, how we find new TV. They don't need to figure out how to reach me. They can put up a billboard that just says, Carol, I'm tuning in to Pluribus. Like,
1000%.
I understand how ads work.
Yeah.
They need to reach young people, and they need to get young people to care about TV now, because they have done a bad job. The young people do not know what it is.
That is so
There's
true.
18-year-olds who are like, what is Saturday Night Live? Why is it live? Why is that? They should just do clips so they
TikTok.
can make sure it's funny.
Right,
Like,
exactly.
which is an action that I have seen young people where they're like, has SNL ever thought about like filming it so they can cut the parts that aren't funny? And I'm like, wow, you guys
should fucking tell somebody about that. That's crazy.
Yeah, and it's like they're not watching it live. They don't stay like, there are the kids who do, and I love you SNL nerds on Twitter. You're my favorite people in the world. they are so passionate about it because
Passion.
they love SNL. They love it. It's not because they like love TV. I'm sure some of them do, but
No,
it's
but
like
it's the craft of coming up with something in the moment, being like brilliant in like a
Yeah.
moment of chaos. Like
And
that's
it's-
like
yeah.
the deal, you
and
know.
it's not like, oh, there's nothing else on, I guess I'll watch SNL. They're like, I'm watching this because SNL.
Right. They're like, look at these people doing this very difficult thing in a
Yes.
live studio audience with like all of this shit happening, and they're making like a live version of that. Like, I think that live theater is so important, and I think that it's like gonna come back in a real way once people start to realize like how it feels to be with other people.
Other people
It's like
to
such
experience
a it's
something.
such like a different thing. You're all getting like this like oxytocin like
yeah, there was just a piece that came out that was like, is theater the new movies?
yeah, and I
Yeah.
honestly like if it went that way, I wouldn't I would be happy that there was still theater.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that like I think that there should be I think that there's room for both,
Yeah.
to be honest. But like I don't whatever.
Yeah, it's like those things I feel like can expand an art form. Like if I see a play go from, the stage to a TV show,
Totally.
or like with Heated Rivalry,
Mhm.
which best show of the year.
I haven't seen
Ugh.
any of it.
Do you like love, romance, yearning?
I love all those things.
Well, then you should be watching Heated Rivalry.
I'm so sorry.
Are you homophobic?
No, I love a homo. I am a homo.
Then you should be watching Heated Rivalry.
Okay. I've watched Pluribus, and that is kind of
That
like
is
the thing
really
that is.
gay. I
like-
mean, that's like my kind of gay.
yeah, like
Angry
mean gay.
lesbian,
So
alone.
it's so progressive because she's like so unlikable. Like we needed like an
An
unlikable.
unlikable woman.
But she's not only unlikable, she's also like good.
Yes.
So she's like good at she's
Yeah.
not like a
At
like
her
a
core,
mustache twirling
yeah,
gay.
You must be. So you have to support what she is doing. She
must.
is the
Humanity.
last line of humanity.
Yeah.
And also, you want to yell at her all the time.
She's such a
And
bitch, and she's not even
Yes!
doing it right. She's not even,
Finally, like I see myself on television, and not like, and that was like when I was tweeting about how people are like, oh, what execs are looking for things that are easy. Someone was like, that's not true. Like, so many people rewatch Breaking Bad now, and they love Skylar White. They love her. And when the show first aired, everyone was like, she's a bitch.
Yeah, right.
She's ruining the fun.
To be honest, I really didn't watch Breaking Bad. I know I'm supposed to. I couldn't get past how he was treating her, actually. And like I was
Yeah.
like really like it was affecting me. Like I was like, I don't actually like this guy,
Yeah.
and I don't want to watch him.
And you're not supposed
Yeah,
to.
I'm like,
And
like
from the moment you see how he treats her, which like the very first decision of not even trusting her with, their
yeah,
financial,
his huge
with all it,
intro-
yeah, like from that moment you are supposed to understand, oh, he does not respect her. Like this is also going to be about her realizing, the way she's being tortured by this man who is just evil.
right.
And if you watch the show that way, you're like, this is great. But then there were people who were like, oh, I hate Skylar. And this person was saying, like, now people love Skylar. That's not true. Breaking Bad ended forever ago, and she still wins, like, most hated character on television
Well,
awards.
she also well, like I'm not gonna say
And
that
with
I
Pluribus,
liked her. 'Cause
people-
she's not charming at all, but I think in Pluribus, honestly, I think she's so bitchy that it's like kind of charming.
Skylar gets to that. You haven't seen. She gets to
Yeah, I
that
haven't
level of bitchy. Like eventually, there's like adultery, and if you, I think, are on
Honestly,
the right
good for her.
Exactly. If you're on the right side of history, you're like, cheat.
Yeah,
do it,
correct.
Do it.
Yes.
But then there are people like, I can't believe she cheated on him.
Which
and it's like
that's a wild take. The first, literally, like
she lied, and it's like,
isn't the first like scene or something like the second scene like of the whole series is him like hitting on a fellow teacher or something? Like they're smoking, and he's like it's you're like he's like being like horny with her.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know that I read it. Maybe I haven't also seen the show in forever. I think I felt like it was him desperately trying to seem cool to like a younger teacher. But I'll rewatch maybe.
I see all of
Verify
this,
that.
by the way, isn't even really me watching it. I just took a class where we had to
You're watching
dissect.
it in 3-minute clips on TikTok.
No, I haven't even really watched it. I've just read the script, so like I've only like kind of dissected it through like the lens of just the script. So I'm like making it up in my head, and then I've sort of seen like character things on TV. But yeah,
But,
sorry.
I mean, Skylar, people still hate her. And then you look at Pluribus, also Vince Gilligan, same creator, and people hate Carol, except for the people who get it.
Yeah.
Except for the smarties.
Yeah.
And the hotties who get it.
Yeah.
Because I love Carol.
We love Carol.
I love Carol.
Yes.
I haven't loved a Carol this much. Well, since Carol at the End of the World, which is a great Netflix show you should also watch. It's animated.
I don't think I've
Oh, it's really, really good.
Okay, cool. I'm like really not keeping up on my
Do you know Noah
watching.
Prestwich?
No.
He wrote for Clickhole and The Onion and stuff. He wrote for that show, and it's really good.
I probably do know him.
You probably do.
Yeah, okay. Well,
sorry.
Sorry.
Also writes for Universal Basic Men, a show that I and 10 other people watch, and I like it.
Okay,
yeah.
Perfect. Love that.
Got a good little plug there. Yeah. We probably got to go to a commercial at this point, so I'm going to put one of those in here. You can do commercial. And we're back.
Okay.
As you can see, I was like, this is the last one. We're going to have fun today. And I think we are.
Okay, great. Because I was like, I hope you don't need me to know stuff about stuff.
Oh, no,
that would be terrible.
I mean, usually we play a game.
Okay.
And I mean, we can play it. We'll play the game maybe if I think about. It's called Beat the Shark, where I name a hated TV moment, something people hate.
Okay.
And you have to defend it.
And I have to defend it.
Yes.
Oh, I could probably do that.
You know what? Let's play.
Oh no,
I didn't ready to play. I have my TV moment. I immediately thought about it.
Challenge. Okay.
Yeah. I immediately thought about my TV moment because, as we say here at TV, I say TV is whatever you say it is. That includes things you can watch on YouTube.
Okay.
So this week in television and viewing, Nicki Minaj made her debut.
I cannot. That's so crazy. You can't make me. That's insane. Okay, fine. You want to do this?
This is how the game is played.
A
lot of people would say this is the jumping the shark moment of Nicki Minaj's career. People are done with her, even though some of us are like, that's what it took. This is the shark. She's jumped about 20 sharks. But for some people, this is the final shark. They're blocking her music on Spotify.
Here's what I'm
Help
gonna say.
Nicki beat the shark.
Okay, let's do this. So
Touchpoint USA. I don't even know what those were called. TP USA. She did an interview with Erica Kirk.
With Erica Kirk, they were vibing. Like they've been sisters forever. Like they were long lost. Like
Erica Kirk has those scary eyes, and Nicki was right there with
Nicki
her.
was just like, you're seeing me. We're seeing each other. Yeah. Good. Defending. Yeah. So
yeah, you're defending it. You think this is a great moment for her career, and hip hop and television?
Let's zoom all the way out.
Sure,
okay.
Sure.
Let's zoom all the way out.
She also said she hates Gavin Newsom.
Sure.
And thinks that if you are a boy, you should be a boy.
Right. And let's zoom all the way out.
Okay. Zoom in.
So we are living in the time that we're living. There's wars. We're all made of microplastics. There's a lot of going on, and there's a lot of now all of our hormones are all crazy. You know what I mean? Not that this is a hormone thing. I'm just saying there's a lot happening. Everybody's got little bits of cancer all over the place. So here's okay.
It could be illness.
No, that's not what I was. But yeah, she could be ill. Also, though, I would say that in this time of great turmoil, and also in this time of a lot is going on, it's really hard to catch a moment. There used to be a 15 minutes of fame that you could catch, and you could ride the wave as long as you rode it. And she rode it for a pretty long time.
She did.
But now she is becoming irrelevant in a way that is some people probably don't even know who she is at this point,
they
little
know her, I would say probably mostly as a name,
right? Zoomers, if you were just pick her out of a lineup, they're not going to be able to really do
and
it.
They probably wouldn't be oh, I gotta go check out some new Nicki Minaj.
1000%.
I think they'd be well, not Ice Spice. There's another new girl coming up, but
yeah, but Ice Spice is a good one-to-one example where you're just kind of oh, vibes, same vibe.
They're not hitting up Nicki for the SpongeBob
Nicki is
movie song.
Exactly.
You don't get SpongeBob Big Pants.
You're trying to get that in. I can see what's happening. I haven't heard it. I'm not doing this. I'm okay. I'm gonna start doing the Become a Chameleon.
But they go to Ice Spice for that now because that's who kids know.
Right.
And Nicki also has just damaged her career
so many times. So many ways.
Married a convicted murderer and convicted rapist.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't been keeping up.
Oh, you
Okay,
don't
great.
even know what you're defending right now.
Yeah.
So here's some background I'll give,
'Kay.
because I know you don't have it.
Yeah.
A lot of people believe the only reason she is buddying up to Trump and all of his buddies is because she has lost like 3 lawsuits recently. One, she like a bodyguard says that her like husband beat him up, and he won his case, and the judge said that Nikki has to like give up her house.
Sure.
Also, which big deal because she doesn't have another one. And
Right.
like she's like one of those rich people who's like paper rich, and then actually not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
And like all of the debt came out and all this stuff. So a lot of people are like, she thinks if she buddies up to Trump, she can like get a pardon or something for her husband, get like something to get the judge to stop it. Want to say he's like in for state charges. There's nothing Trump can do.
Right.
But, her fans are like, she's just playing, chess, not checkers.
Got it. Okay. Yeah.
She's going to figure it out.
Yeah. They're like, she's actually a genius.
She's actually a genius, and you just don't get it. So a lot of people believe that's what's actually motivating this, is her trying to, like, save her family and money and house. And, this is how far she's willing to go to do that.
Sure.
And other people are like, well, that is still dumb.
Sure. Okay.
So,
got it. So here's what I would say to that. Listen, you get to a point where you've done so many. Have you ever like gotten to the point where you've done such a bad job, like in whatever, but like you've done like such a bad job that it's almost kind of like it like fuck. Like I'm gonna go hang out with Erica Clark, whatever, Erica Kirk, because she is being nice to me and nobody else is being nice
because
I've fucked over so many people.
Have just been so horrible.
Trump used to be a liberal.
True.
And then
I think we all saw all the photos.
Yeah, he was a liberal with a lot of things, but he morally he was very liberal. But he used to be, and then he just slowly like pissed.
So one quick thing.
Yeah.
Since I'm saying everything that comes to my mind right now, in the Epstein files, it's fucking crazy that Epstein signed his suicide letter he wrote to Larry Nassar, who molested the gymnast. He wrote him a letter and he signed it off with, he was like, Donald Trump shares our love of young girls.
Really?
He gets to be president and we have to be in jail. And the last line is, life is unfair. Like he's Malcolm in the Middle. It's like
no.
It's like you're like, I hate horrifying, and then I'm just like,
damn. You know what's so funny about
life
that is just
unfair. Like this guy was hanging out with like all these supposed like brilliant people, and then you read the things he wrote, and it's like he was the dumbest person.
Yeah, I mean
the most
he's
horribly
not
evil person.
Just because you hang around those people doesn't. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of people that are hanging around, and you're like, that guy? And it's like, that guy, he just keeps showing up with a little girl. So, like, we're going to let him,
yeah,
he's got a yacht.
I'm Trump, and
yeah, whatever.
And
that's so funny.
Like
he was like,
you would think
he was like, we're in a club.
So, yeah, and you'd think maybe some grandiose final line to his fellow pedophile.
But he's like, life is unfair.
And he's just like, life is unfair.
Did he write air?
No.
Okay, that would be amazing.
That is my own edition, I will say, just for the...
he's got like little notes.
That is just my edition.
Like a little cartoon.
Like
on the
as
side.
I read it, I was like, you think you're Malcolm in the Middle? Like, life is unfair. It's like, you ruined so many... It just shows the
level of like so like
okay. Back to Nicki Minaj.
So Nicki, I feel like at some point in fame, and at some point especially in like the kind of fame that Nicki Minaj had, which is kind of going away right now.
Yeah, oh yeah.
We're having the split off, so it's almost like you can't get as psychotic as like they used to be able to get because you're not allowed.
Yeah,
like
you're not allowed.
You don't even have as many. Like you don't have enough clout or visibility as they did. They were one guy, and then it was the rest of the world.
Yeah.
And now you got like 50 other people that are exactly like you, and you're all doing the same thing. Before it was just Nicki. You know what I mean? And so she got all of
all
this
the attention. You just had to be the number one person. You just had to get like that group of paparazzi to follow just you.
And the way that she did it was the way that a lot of people do it, which is like shock value, right? Like she would do like these like shocking
You've
things.
seen the outfits.
Yeah, but you're doing outfits? I mean, for sure. But like also she would do stuff that was like, hey, or she would say stuff where you're like, huh,
yeah, like
that was
what?
crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy.
And so she did it that way. And I think you get to a point of irrelevancy where you're kind of like.
But also, I think that happened because she was so mean to the people coming up behind her. It's
Totally.
like the way you stay relevant is that you like lift up.
Yeah, you gotta hang out with the
you
with
gotta
the kids.
hang out with the kids.
Yeah, you gotta hang out with the kids.
You gotta
and
hang
she
out with the kids.
is really mean.
Another thing Twitter got so mad at me about.
What?
Oh, there was like some post where this kid was like, I'm 21 years old and this girl I work with is 27 and she keeps like asking me to hang out, and I think it's like really predatory that she wants to hang out.
27?
Yeah. And then this other person, like it was a Reddit post where this girl was like, oh, my school has like a support group for transplants who like, you know,
27?
are a little older than regular students, but it's for anybody under 25. And there's a girl who joined when she was 25, but like 2 months later she turned 26 and she's still in the group. And I feel really uncomfortable because she's not supposed to be.
I just can't.
So this person like went to the dean, got the person kicked out of the group. And she was like, I just don't even understand why a 26-year-old could even think they could relate to people under 25. And I was like, hey, that's crazy. And people were like, oh, you support age gap relationships. And I was like, no, I think you can just be friends with someone who is 5 to 7 years older than you.
Also, can I say this? Age gap relationships are all relationships are individually a relationship.
Yeah.
There are many nuances to many things. And I think as a culture, we need to stop making everything into a black and white situation. It's called black and white thinking. It's very unhealthy. You can look it up in your DSM-4, but like there are a lot of things that we're doing with the whole with all the little kids, and it's very good to take a stand and become the person that you're going to be, but you also need to make sure that you aren't hurting people in the process of that, because you
I was going to say, it almost sounds like this is defending Nikki and you're bringing it home.
I'm getting there.
Okay.
So, okay. So, what I'm saying is, like, each relationship, okay, is its own thing. Maybe Erica helped Nikki when she had the flu or something, and like they know each other in a different way, and like sometimes it's like your friend does bad stuff and you're just like, yeah, that guy, it's awful he did that, but he also like really helped me out when I got my car towed, and like so he's a good guy to me, but he's a bad guy to you. Like Hitler had a dog, you know what I mean? And like if you ask the dog's like, I love that guy. I don't know. That's all I'm saying.
Sure. I personally don't think you have. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't know. I was really trying. Like, I can't do that. I can't do it.
Can't.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
And I'm glad we get to go out on a really hard one with the game.
That
really
like doesn't
glad.
even count as one because it's so insane. What do you mean?
Truly, I was like, this is AI. This is not real. She's not this far gone that she would do this.
I thought for a second it was AI. I was like looking at it and I was like, okay.
And then you see like Erica Kirk has a violence in her eyes that can't be
replicated. Yeah.
Like,
It's that like weird glint.
Oh yeah.
Have you noticed that she's getting progressively happier?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
It's like such a wild thing because like at first everybody was like, oh, she seems happy, and I was like, well, that's like a product of like grieving. A lot of the time, like you'll show up,
feeling awkward, in front of the cameras,
awkward
like
and whatever.
For the first
she
time.
is
no,
loving
she's
her life.
like,
She's like doing. She's like, I like this. She's like, whatever happened, I don't have to fuck that guy anymore.
Like,
everybody's listening to me.
She's like, the insurance
am
payment
also racist.
Came through.
This is amazing. Yeah,
like, I don't have to change anything about my life.
Right.
I get to sleep with the vice president.
Yeah, woof.
She's basically like a Republican Marilyn Monroe.
She kind of,
and that's kind of how
like
they're
an
treating
ugly
her. Yeah, well, they love how she looks.
I feel like Republicans are skewed in so many ways.
I mean, yeah,
and
they live in a different
the
world.
looks way is really unsettling to me.
Yeah,
it's like what is this? You know what I mean? Because I don't even think Republicans would like the way that Marilyn Monroe looked, and she's a blonde, but she looks too like spicy. Do you know what I'm saying? Like she like is too like.
She was sleeping with a Democrat, so
she was also sleeping with a Democrat, but she probably would have been sleeping with Trump's people at this point. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah.
She was kind of like doing
Kinda
whatever.
just who was
She was
around.
also a product of like being the one lady, and so everybody was taking advantage of her from all sides. She was also sleeping
yeah.
with the mob. She was sleeping with fucking everybody. So
Who
like,
wouldn't?
you know, I mean, she was being taken advantage of, just like how Nicki Minaj.
Oh, no! No!
Yeah.
No!
Should I leave? Did I just win?
No, you lost. You're the first
This is the
loser
best
of Jump
episode
the
you've
Shark.
ever done.
You're the first person to. You're trying to use Marilyn Monroe in the sympathy. No.
So anyway.
Sorry, Nicki Minaj. You did not jump the shark.
I feel we did like
Or
you
wait,
did.
no.
I feel like
Sorry,
it's fine.
Nicki Minaj. You jumped the shark.
Okay. We're gonna agree to disagree on that. I think whatever the winning one is, that's what she got. You're welcome.
A lot of TV this year, and what people have been asking me a lot is, what do you think about it? And I've been telling you here on the show. You guys should try watching it. Check it out. But, you know, I have not been in my newsletter that upsets so many people when I don't like their stuff.
What? It's crazy because I love that. I love that newsletter. I don't read my friends' newsletters, okay? You're my friend. I read your newsletter because I actually want to know what to watch. And we watched very similar.
Very
we have
similar
similar
things.
tastes. And I just don't understand how any of it could be upsetting because it's like, yeah, that did suck. I don't know. I don't know what you want.
But
you know?
you can't say.
Okay.
And so I'm going to start. You know, I like to do bad, and then you get you get the sweet after. So let's start with worst show for me, and this got renewed. Smoke on Apple TV. What was going on there? What was happening? That show, and only like 2 other people in the world have watched it. I feel like I fever dreamed it. It made no
I have no
sense.
idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, you're like, what even is it? And I'm like, smoke, and people are like, what is it about? And I'm like, there's smoke in the fire. I don't know. It's truly, if you ask me, it's like a guy, and he's like, I want to solve fire mysteries, and he's writing a book about solving fire mysteries, and he's an arson investigator, but also he's the one setting the fire.
And you could never guess that. Probably.
But then no, see, the thing is, the whole time people are like, that guy's so weird. I think he's starting the fires. Like from episode 1.
From episode 1.
From episode 1, scene 1.
That's
His
really
like
funny.
partner is like, bro,
so weird.
you're being kind of weird.
It's so weird that you keep coming out of buildings that are like smoking, and then like later we're like they
and
burned
fire.
down.
And like literally the first episode, like the next morning, they're like, yo, there was a fire.
It's crazy.
Turner,
we were just
weren't
in
you
there.
like down the street from where that fire was? And he's like, I'm just happy I was close enough to help and be on the scene. And like 8 times people are like, that's so weird, man.
Yeah, it's crazy how you're like always in the building.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And
that's
then
very
like,
funny.
and
That's
then
fun.
yeah, but it's. I mean, the thing is, it is hilarious.
Oh.
It is a funny show.
Yeah.
If it was trying to be funny, it would be on my best comedy of the year list.
For sure.
But it doesn't want to be funny. It just is.
That sucks.
Like, it wants to be exploring like these big ideas of masculinity, and like Journey Smollett is there to be like, I'm a tough black woman fire investigator. And I'm also a disaster because my mom tried to kill me in a fire, which is why I solve fires.
Wow, that is like so like okay, so in writing they go like your character has to have like a misbelief and a flaw and a fear. If you make them all fire? That is not good. That's like a really bad.
But then what if her job is like she has to face the fire?
You can't
And
make
let me tell
everything
you,
fire. You
the
have to
finale
do-
is literally
you have
just
to do-
her running around a forest fire, being like,
Okay, so somebody like took a class and then was like so literal, and
and then Apple TV was like,
and Apple TV was like,
Sure,
yeah.
we
So like
just-
that like that's
sure.
highlighted burger. What
yeah,
elevated,
elevated burger,
Yeah,
absolutely, because
right.
it looks gorgeous. You do have a beautiful cast.
But no one can ever not
John
be...
Leguizamo has an amazing
Ooh.
performance in it. He is so good, and
He's always good.
he's so good, and also kind of adds to the comedy. There was this movie he did in the 2000s. It's called Spun. And it had Brittany Murphy.
Yes.
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 Oh,
Oh
I
my
love
God.
talking to people my age.
Yeah.
Good. Like, I was obsessed with this
Obsessed.
movie as a teenager.
Obsessed.
It
Me
is
too.
like
it like
what made
it
me
was, like,
want to do drugs.
Totally. It was like such a cool...
All that stuff backfired on me.
Oh, yeah, I mean...
Like reading Krang and all, I was like, sounds like she just did it wrong. I was watching Spun like they're doing it wrong. I can figure this out.
I can try math. Math is good.
Just don't get hooked on it. Watch Spun, you'll see how to do it.
Yeah, you can keep your teeth.
Yeah, they were giving you
They were doing it super wrong. Yeah.
But it reminds me of his performance in Spun, where it's just like so out there. He's such a weird, dangerous, but also character you kind of want to root for, underdog. So best performance, weird show.
Okay.
Smoke.
It has to be about, you have to do more.
Yeah.
You
I'm going to watch season 2
because
because I want to know, I want to solve the mystery. Is this a comedy? One of the biggest scenes, like the guy who's like, oh, I'm a cop detective and I'm writing this book and no one knows I set fires. He's like, has a whole thing about wanting to be a hero and like be loved and celebrated. And there's a moment where he like catches a bad guy and he's so excited that he gets an erection.
Okay, so they're mixing it up. That's not fire. I love that.
Well, the guy was going to start a fire.
Oh, the guy
was stops the guy from starting the fire. And then
they're
the
like,
victim...
it has to have a through line. We have to keep up.
There was fire involved. And then the guy who was going to start the fire is like on the ground, like kind of bleeding. And the victim who was like about to be set on fire is like on the ground, like, well, I've been saved. But then they both look up and everybody's like, dude, you have a raging heart on. And it's hilarious. I laughed so hard. But then I was like, I do not think I am supposed to be laughing like this.
It was a serious hard-on?
Yes.
It was
like a very big, like...
Okay. It was like a...
Like they had to use a prop person to highlight this hard-on.
That sounds like the most incredible show.
If it's a comedy, it's
it.
amazing. And then there is a really big twist at the end that I think you're supposed to be like, oh, but actually just made it so much funnier to me. Oh, you know what? It's the last one. I'm going to say it. I know we don't do spoilers at TV, I say, but I don't think you're going to watch the show because it's on Apple TV. Who has it? The big twist at the end is that the guy who's been setting the fires and like is like the whole time you're watching him, he's like played by this like young kind of nerdy looking like white guy, but like a okay looking fit white guy.
Sure.
And he's like an asshole, but you're like, oh. And then at the end, it's like revealed in the cop mirror that actually that's how he sees himself, and that's how like that's the character in the book, but really how everyone around him sees him is basically like this giant old balding man and who basically looks like John Wayne
Cannonball
Gacy.
Plays from the Pixies,
probably,
and then
the Breathers.
And then Brad Pitt comes out and is like, listen. Cool.
Oh, yeah. And yeah, basically you're like, oh, so this whole time he was a even creepier looking white man. And everybody was like, yo, Ted, it's so crazy how you're always at these fires.
Oh my
God.
even
bigger like, so wait, that guy had a raging heart on and everybody was
that sucks because then you're just like, hey.
Yeah.
It's
been like, you know that.
Before it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
But then you're just like, oh,
that comic where the guy is like at the top, it's like a handsome guy who's like, you look good today. And the girl's
rude.
like, thank you. And at the bottom, it's like an old guy who's like, you look good. And she's like, HR. And it's like so sad. But the whole show you're telling me is the HR guy like following people around. And nobody was like.
That sucks. They tricked you with his heart. They give you a trick heart.
Yeah.
That sucks. That
so,
blows.
There you go.
Okay.
And then I'll do. Do you have your worst show?
I kind of have a worst movie, and it's going to be really upsetting. But I don't know. Can I do?
Sure.
Okay.
I don't care.
I've been trying to think of shows, and I'm just my memory is so bad.
Honestly, Carly, I was like, I don't even know that you watch television.
Oh, I watch a lot of television. It's just, it always.
I was like, we're just going to hang out.
It like leaves my body immediately.
Yeah.
You know what they're.
Like, I know we've watched some shows together. I think.
For sure. Yeah. And we have like very similar tastes.
Yeah.
So I do watch television, and I have a pretty good taste
in television. Yeah, you watch the good stuff.
But I don't have a good memory. And so what happens is so the last television that I watched was Pluribus. And that is all I can remember that I've ever seen in my whole life. Oh, also, they're coming back with that pie show.
Oh, Pushing Daisies.
Pushing
Daisies is coming back for a third season, which is literally something I have wanted since 10th grade.
I know.
Like, I feel insane that it's actually happening.
I'm so excited. So,
and I think it's gonna be good. It's not gonna be like when they brought back. Oh my gosh!
They're bringing back Lee Pace, I think.
Yeah, they're bringing back Lee Pace. They're bringing back everybody.
So, yeah.
Oh my gosh! You know it was the show on Showtime with the girl, and she is a Grim Reaper.
Oh,
I was obsessed with it. It's also by the same guy.
wasn't it called Grimm? No.
No.
That's a different one.
See, this is the job of like an online producer who should have a computer
Yeah.
to tell me it is this.
If there's ever like a job where you need
Something
a
to
memory,
Death.
Oh,
It was like
oh right, Bored to Death. No,
no,
that's a
no.
different
That was
one.
HBO,
Man,
which is
okay. That
also
movie,
a good show.
Or that show I really like. It's like it's like a weird whatever.
That was a good show.
yeah.
Dead Like Me. I
Dead
literally
Like
have
Me.
every episode on DVD in my home.
Wow,
I was obsessed with that show, but they brought it back for like a final movie.
Isn't it with that girl and she's like kind of
She
got like a very
yeah, it's like
affect-
very
yeah,
sort
yeah.
of the end of the
That's
Gen
such a good
X, like
show.
apathetic, like
yes.
what, like
That is,
bored
like,
white
a great
millennial lead.
Gen X like capsule.
Oh yeah,
yeah. For
and they
sure.
also had that other show with this by the same creator, Wonderwall.
Something Falls.
I think it was Wonder Falls.
Was it Wonder
I think
Falls?
so.
And he's Canada.
Someone is gonna Canada.
Yeah,
Some
yeah,
in
whatever.
Nigeria. Nah, you know the show you're talking about. You're gonna say it in the
I remember
comments.
some stuff. I
Yeah,
like kind
those
of
are
got
all
it.
amazing
yeah.
shows. And now we get Pushing Daisies back. But when they brought Dead Like Me back, it was bad. I think Pushing Daisies will be good.
Lee Pace is gonna be in it, and he is the most.
He's so tall.
He's so beautiful.
And beautiful.
He's just beautiful.
God,
and he's still beautiful.
Really, I fell in love with him in Wonder Falls. I remember this. The episode is called like The Owl or something. I think it's like episode 6, season 1. I have it on my laptop.
Wow, you really?
Yeah, I love that show, which is why I'm like, I love that I couldn't remember the name. We smoke weed.
I love
And anyway, there's a scene where he kisses his sister's friend because they have like a secret romance. She's played by the girl from Rent, who's but they kiss, and it was like the most romantic, sexy, horny kiss I'd ever seen on television as like a
Yeah.
middle schooler. I was just like, oh my gosh, this is what kissing is. Wow. It was
It's always like when you do it with Lee Pace.
Lee Pace.
Yeah,
It's
for sure.
always
Yeah,
like
yeah.
this. This is what kissing will be.
Yeah.
And I would rewatch it all the time, just that kiss.
That's
That's how good.
amazing. I feel like I had that with Roswell. There was a show
Wait,
called.
what was your movie that was
Oh, I don't want to say it. Everybody's gonna be so mad at me.
bad? I think, what is it? You gotta say it now.
Okay.
I've made people probably mad 80 times so far.
I'm so sorry.
There's
alright?
no way you're gonna make people angrier than when you defended Nicki Minaj. So
Listen, I think I did a great job. Write in. But no, don't follow me. There's okay. I didn't like One Battle After Another.
I think that's okay to say.
Okay, I hated it. Like really hated
Yeah,
it.
no,
like,
me,
I have
me
like
too.
A
I haven't
lot
said
of
a word
opinions
about it because I did not like it,
I
and I
think
thought
it's,
it was
like,
so heavy-handed.
So heavy-handed. It's also the first 40 minutes,
Yeah.
by the way, you could have explained in good dialogue just in one scene. Also, the dialogue is insane. Like, if you like look at what is actually happening and being said, I know that one guy has like a crazy haircut, but there isn't enough. It's not stylized enough to be a stylized movie, and it's not stylized enough to be a not stylized movie.
Yeah.
So it's just hanging out in the
In
balance
the
of
balance,
this, like, really,
and then it's kind of like, but that's what I want to be.
I don't understand it. And like also the scenes don't have transitions. Like it's like they'll just like they're like that and that and that. There's no
It's
like
very like, you get it.
it's like I don't get like I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know. I just kind of felt bored by it. I liked performances. I was like,
Yeah.
the way you read those lines.
Totally. But I didn't like the lines.
Yeah.
And then also I didn't like any of they didn't
What was
have a-
happening, the story.
Yeah, I like also the I'm sorry, and I hate to bring this up because this is listen. You think what you think about the Save the Cat book, the whole thing, but there is no moment in any of the character introductions where I have a moment of humanity that I'm like, oh, that's where they're coming from.
Yeah.
None. Like, so no problem. But I'm so sorry.
I mean, yeah. I mean, everyone is saying Chase Infinity is probably going to get, an Oscar nom for it.
So great.
Again,
I'm
loved the
so
performances.
happy-
Would
yeah.
love that to happen for her.
Yes, she's
Will
great.
I watch that movie again?
No, that's bad. I hope she gets another movie.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry to everybody. You're all so brilliant, but I hate it.
Yeah. The most disappointing moment in television for me this year was HBO's decision to give I Love LA 8 episodes, a show that clearly deserved 12. that needed 12
Oh, okay.
to live in its characters and its world, and because it just deserved it.
Okay.
The names involved. Trust these people with 12 episodes.
Yeah.
Sure, Heated Rivalry gets 6. They're
I thought
Canadian.
You were gonna say it sucked. I was like, but
no.
no. Yeah, I was like, oh.
They're Canadian. We don't know the Heated Rivalry people. We don't know. We do know Jacob Tier. He's really talented too. So actually, that show should be way more episodes. But they're Crave 6, 7, fine. But HBO, you had Rachel there. You had Max Silvestri, another writer I love. He's so funny. You had these people, and you went 8 episodes. Give them 12.
Yeah, give them 12.
Because my most disappointing TV moment this year was the finale of I Love LA.
It does feel unfinished. Yeah.
It felt unfinished.
Yeah.
You want that because you want me to come back, but it felt unfinished in a way that was more like, oh, we want to do more, and not in a cliffhanger way. And I love the show. I love LA. I like it.
Me too.
Hear that part.
Yeah.
And the criticism that may be justified, but hear that part. I love the show. I think it's so funny.
It is so funny.
Oh, just everything with the pilot I felt was so funny, full circle with so many moments.
It's also really well. It's really well written.
Yeah,
it's written really well. Like
it is.
All of and acted amazing, but like all of the dialogue is just so like, mwah. It's like great. Yeah, and
just the scene where she almost cheats on her partner is just, it was so perfectly like demeaning, awkward, just everything it needed to be. I loved it.
It was great.
Just that whole way they balance that out of him cheating, her. So I love the show, but the only thing is that it just felt so rushed. I think we all really wanted to see the Four-May dinner. Did you watch the finale? Am I spoiling things?
No, I don't. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. We all wanted to see the Four-May dinner. Like, that's the big moment. It, like, we were like, oh, is she gonna make people upset that she didn't wear what she was supposed to wear? Like, what's the reaction?
Right.
We want to see that, and we don't. We just kind of like get them getting on the subway like, haha, we're just girls who make our own way.
Yeah.
Which I guess felt very like,
I do kind of feel like I was like, maybe they're gonna do it. Oops, sorry. Maybe they're gonna do a thing where it's like flashback almost, and the next, you know what I mean, where they like go back and then it's but I don't know.
I mean, what I would have done, and I'm only gonna say because there's people who DM me on Twitter saying, what would you have done? I love everything with her deciding to wear Charlie's outfit. Like, I would have shown her getting to the Four-May dinner. They're kind of messy now because they've had to be on the subway. Not as nice, but still, like, cool. They meet, oh my God, I keep forgetting her. Alaya, the Nepo baby girl. Who I love.
Okay, you're not gonna like make me do it. That is crazy.
I was just texting a friend about it, and I said the wrong name.
There's
Alani.
Alani. That's what it is.
And she goes, Alani. I love Alani. They get there. They meet Alani, who walked from her parents' house, and is like, guys, why are you late? What's going on? And they're like, there was like a person stabbing people in the neighborhood, and Alani, being just so out of it, is like, oh my God, that's crazy, and doesn't realize that they're talking about the person she was just interacting with. Then they go in. We don't see the full thing. Maybe like, I get it. We got to move fast. We flash. It's not really about that. But we see them in the morning, wake up in the hotel room somewhere.
Yeah.
And we see that Tallulah has been torn apart on Twitter and TikTok, and she is on the worst dress list.
Right.
And everyone is like, God, she's always trying to do too much. People hate it, and they realize none of them know what they're doing or talking about. And then we cut. Yeah. And then it's like, well, what are we going to do next year?
I mean, but I feel like that's a good, I'll defend it this way. I think that if you're giving 8 episodes, that is actually where the 8th episode should end. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, oh, like that is like the thing.
Yeah.
Because I don't want any of the other episodes to be shorter, and I don't want any other things to not happen. So I'm like, okay. But also I kind of feel like even if they had 12 episodes, I bet you that they would have ended something like that, and I would have wanted more. So
yeah, I think either way we want more.
Yeah.
We would have wanted more.
Right.
And you're supposed to want more.
Right.
But like what I wanted at the end of this season was more character development. I wanted more story. I wanted, like, Tallulah is gorgeous and boy, is she gorgeous. And beyond that, as a character, I'm like, does she really care about being an influencer? Like, I don't think she really does. Like, what is...
Like, what's her want? What's her big want?
Is it just like she wants to make Maya happy and push Maya's career? Because I don't think she cares about that. So
it does feel like she is in like a little bubble of space.
Yeah,
totally.
And then it's like finally in this episode we got something where when she gets to New York, people are very upfront with her that like, you're a little fish in a big pond now. Like, maybe you could do well on TikTok, but if you really want to do this, it's harder work. And I was like, oh, that is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
That is, and it clearly upset her character, pushes her to like, make these crazy choices.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like if she that next morning had seen like, oh, she did it her way and she's being dragged for it, would be like I'm not the shit. There you go. And again, I love LA. I love all of you. This has been really great. I want to shout out to Courier, to everybody who helped make this happen. This was fun. And just next year, look out for other things I'm going to be doing. Because I think I'm going to be doing some things you like. We won't be back with another episode. But I'm sure you have episodes of this you have not watched that you can go back and enjoy.
Go watch the whole thing.
There's so many episodes that we've done,
guys. A lot of episodes. Yeah, with like much cooler people.
Yeah,
than me.
And you know what? I will be writing again next year, but I'm just going to be doing recaps of mostly Vanderpump Rules, which I am now watching.
Yay!
So you guys got me there. I love you all. Okay.
Bye.
Hey, if you liked this episode, make sure you subscribe to this channel. That's the best way to keep up with new episodes, and there's more here to catch up on. If you want us to talk about your favorite show, leave us a comment.